Never before, at least in my memory, has there been a time where more people are rightly focused on health and wellness and supporting our immune systems and doing everything that we can to stay and be healthy. Considering this and looking at the future and bringing more and more Bee-Bong formulations into our product selection, I could not be happier about releasing our new Immünity product that is going to be so amazing for that specific purpose, supporting our immune systems, an increased amount of our cannabinoid blends, and it's going to be an amazing product. And I'm so excited to hear you talk about the different ingredients, how you went about looking at what's happening in the world right now, looking at what the body needs in these key selected, and I know there's a difference. It's not just an herb that you get from one source, an herb from another source can be an entirely different matter. So I'm really looking forward to hearing all about this new product, and especially the Bee-Bong formulation.
I appreciate that, and I could not agree more. When I was asked what would be one of the most important products, I too immediately knew that having a formula, a Bee-Bong formulation combined with cannabinoids that would help to strengthen the immune system would be the most important right now, because I agree with you on the podcast that I'm on interviews. I mean, this is a common thing that no matter who you talk to, and it's a really important moment in time when in our entire world has the entire world been together
100%.
and worrying about their health. And amazing things happen from that. This can be a whole other long conversation, but what happens is everyone's eyes to some extent have been open to how important it is to take care of our own body and mind, right? No matter what our beliefs, what our thoughts, and that's the beautiful thing. At the end, we're all human, and it's important that we strengthen our bodies. And what this formula does, also what my philosophy on life and what as a human being, the most important thing is we can't avoid things out there that are not good for us or don't make us feel good. That's the truth. No matter how hard we try, whether it's taking care of our bodies, whether it's living a certain lifestyle, things are going to happen that can be harmful to us. And so the most important thing that we can do when it comes to our body, let's say, but also again, how we live, is to make our body strong enough. So when viruses come, when bacteria is around us, when toxins, UV radiation, I mean, even just sleeping, our bodies are doing so much every single moment to take care and protect ourselves. And that's the key. It has to have protection. That's one way of understanding the immune system. So how do we protect our bodies? Have a shield. Actually, in Eastern medicine, that's almost how they speak of it. So not to go too far into detail, but you can picture it this way, and I think it's helpful, that literally you can make your body so strong that there's almost like a shield that protects you from things that are constantly coming into contact with us that can be harmful. And that is what this Bee-Bong formula does, in a general way of looking at it. With the cannabinoids, it synergistically combines Bee-Bong herbal ingredients, which include the adaptogens, and what it does is it really strengthens your body so that we are ready when we are in front of viruses, bacteria, like I just said, toxins, radiation, pollution, and we can balance with that. And that's the key. If we're strong enough and we can balance with that, we can survive. That's the truth, right? Hence, just like our adaptogens, they survive nature and all of the harsh storms and climate and what it had to go through, these ingredients, same thing we're doing, no different. That's the way the universe works. So that's what this formula does.
Well, I knew when we were first sitting down with all the founders were around that table and we're talking about the many directions. Yeah, I think I made the comment knowing, so I said, there's literally nothing that you can't do. I mean, if it's health and wellness and taking us a direction, but which direction do we want to go? And of course, anti-aging came up there, and I mean, you own that market. And I said, I think right now, given this time and space that we are all existing in right now, we were in the middle of it at that time, I think something to help build the immune system. And when we were talking about it, I remember David asking you, okay, you have, Mary, your beautiful wife, and your two beautiful young boys, and we're definitely going to go into the anti-aging market, but which one do we want to go into first? If Mary had a choice to spend money on anti-aging for herself or knowing that she was helping to protect her family, what would be better for them? Which direction? I mean, you're like, Mary, 100%. She's going this direction, and I think that's the norm for parents. As parents, we want to protect our children, we want to protect our loved ones, and this is a natural product right now to help. And in today's world, we need something. We're being bombarded, as you were saying, Dr. Kim, with everything, pollution. There's so much that's happening out there. We need to build our system. Then I remember you, David, saying, well, Dr. Kim, what do you give your family? Because we know if you give it to your family, because you can literally create anything. And if it's good enough for your family, if you've been giving them, then geez, it's like from our family to the world. What a great gift.
To your point of creating a product that really is from our family to yours, that is the sentiment. And with this product, it couldn't be more real.
Yes, I appreciate that, and that means so much to me, as I just said to you, Jeff, that I take that very seriously. And you're right, my family, my loved ones, my extended family, the way I look at it, what is more important than our health at the end of the day? Nothing, which is what we all just came to really be awakened to in some way, shape, or form. And you're right, this goes back so far, lineage. When I speak of lineage, that means that all of my ancestors, our ancestors, have dedicated their lives, in my lineage at least, have dedicated their lives to understanding the human condition and has passed that on from generation to generation. And that's basically helping us to be the best that we can possibly be in health, sure, of course, in beauty, of all of these things, but most importantly, our health and our wellness. And so that is exactly what goes into these formulations, that understanding, that responsibility and duty, and also what a wonderful thing to be able to share that with others. I know that every day I wake up in the morning, every night I go to bed, I know that even taking one moment to realize that every single day, in some way, shape, or form, I'm doing my part to help another person, and anyone involved in this is exactly doing that. And what a fulfilling, wonderful, beyond, I don't even have words for it, thing to have in life, right? No matter who we are, to have that kind of purpose. And we can go on with our lives and work with reality, and that's all very important. But at the end of the day, to be doing something that really makes a difference. One day when I'm not here anymore, what have I done while I'm here? And I'm pretty sure to most people, whether they think of it that way or not, if they really sat down for a moment, it matters, So
I think that's why thousands of people love you and know your passion that you put into the products. And even looking at it from the consumer's perspective, there's a lot of choices out there.
Yes.
Who's telling the truth? It's
Right.
all advertising and marketing, right? When you finally know, we know that if Dr. Janelle Kim puts her Bebong formulations on it, that is a product second to none. There's so much care and hundreds of years of proof that these products work in the proper formulations and balance. They are good for you.
Yes.
And so I love it. I think we're in the perfect time, the perfect place right now to help people change their lives in such a positive way. And it's an honor. It's an honor to be working with you.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to be sitting here with you and having this opportunity. I'm grateful.
Can I make a confession?
Yes.
I was worried when we were putting this product together.
Yes.
I'm like, how on earth is something that's going to be so good for you ever going to taste good?
Well,
I was
that's the years
shocked.
of doing this.
I couldn't believe it. When I tested it, I'm like,
Yes.
okay, here we go.
I know.
Mix
Believe
it
me.
up and put the drop. I'm like, how is this even possible? Literally, I said that out loud. How is this even possible?
Right.
And I gave some to my boys, and they're
Right.
like, that's
Yeah, I know
delicious.
that's important.
I'm like,
yes.
how is
Yeah.
it
Especially for the
possible that it
littles.
tastes so good? Tell
Yes.
us about. How?
This can't be healthy because it tastes good.
Yeah, but like,
Usually there's something to that.
and yet,
Unfortunately, right?
I mean, I know you can't tell us the secrets, but what an accomplishment that something that is so good for you
Right.
is so good.
Yes, I can't promise that it will always be this way depending on the formulation, right? But I will always do my best. And the truth is, I think that's just more of a experience. Our lab, we've been doing this for quite some time, working with CBD from the very beginning, and that's not an easy thing to do, to take cannabinoids and then combine that with East Asian herbs, that have important functions, that often do have the bitter tasting herbs, for example, or otherwise. And so that just is, honestly, that just is time formulating for so long, and we know what to do now.
Well, I'm grateful, because if it doesn't taste
Yeah.
good, it's tough for me to consume something that's
It's
good for you. And
important.
this is easy.
What
Very,
a change
very easy.
from shut up and take your medicine. I know
Yeah.
it doesn't taste good,
You're
right?
right.
Just like,
Kind of, yes.
Mom, Dad,
Can I have some more?
Can I have some more? Nope, you had it for you today. So that's great.
Oh, it's delicious.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.